Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you find this content helpful. Welcome, everybody, again. Today, you will learn about reflections on God's creation and human conduct. We will go through chapters 24 to 43 of the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. And we will be looking at these chapters under these three themes. Wisdom, family, and friends will be the first theme. Wisdom and faithfulness to Tata Nzambi, second theme. Wisdom and blessings come from Tata Nzambi, the creator. Clearly, there's a lot of wisdom to talk about today.
Yes, indeed.
And this gentleman next to me, Brother Tusamba, will be explaining why that topic is of importance to him. The first one I highlighted is that wisdom will praise her own soul. And in this entire chapter, we see her, wisdom, praising her own soul. I even highlighted that she said, I came out of the mouth of the Most High. Then, this is what happened. She says, then the creator of all things gave me a command. Tata Nzambi commanded wisdom. He who created me, wisdom, made my tent to rest and said, let your dwelling be in Akobi and your inheritance in Isolele. Y'all know, like Psalm 147 is ringing in my head as I say that, especially verse 19 and 20. The Most High here decided that wisdom will dwell in Akobi, not anywhere else, not with Ishmael, not with anyone else. Okay, moving on. The first man didn't know wisdom perfectly. In like manner, the last has not explored wisdom. I will yet bring instruction to light as the morning, and will make these things clear from far away. Wisdom is the one who is bringing instruction to light. This whole awakening is instruction being brought to light. And things will be made clear from far away. Right now, I have somebody who came from thousands of miles far away. Wisdom enjoys three things. I'm not going to tell you what those three things are. They're right there for you to read. But wisdom also hates three sorts of people. They're listed here, the type of people wisdom hates. So wisdom likes three things, or rather enjoys three things, and hates three sorts of people. Wisdom says, there are 9 things that I have thought of, and in my heart counted happy. I'll tell you the first thing, but I won't tell you the other 8. You can discover them for yourself. The first thing that wisdom thought of and counted happy is a man who has joy with his children. Of all those things, wisdom says the fear of the Most High surpasses all things. And in this instance, wisdom is comparing being happy, being great, and other things.
Indeed, yes.
But wisdom says all those things are not as good as the fear of the Most High. Wisdom says you can be wounded as long as you're not wounded in the heart. Wisdom cautions us, especially men, don't desire a woman for her beauty. Like I said, I'll just show you the ones in pink or red. I won't go through them. We can discuss them. That one really caught my attention. Anyway, wisdom keeps saying, a good wife is a great gift. She will be given to those who fear the Most High, Tatanzambi. Given. Wisdom tells parents to keep strict watch on a headstrong daughter. Otherwise, she'll find liberty for herself and use it. A modest woman, wisdom says, is like grace upon grace. A modest woman. Wisdom says, many have sinned for profit. Oh my. Unless a person holds on diligently to the fear of the Most High, his house will be overthrown quickly. Birds will return to their own kind. Similarly, truth will return to those who practice it. Limit your time among people of understanding. Among people void of understanding. Limit your time among people void of understanding, but persevere among the thoughtful. Brother Tusamba and I were talking about critical thinking this morning. We were eating flatbread, and we said, they don't make flatbread in those places they say Isolile was. We were just thinking critically about our breakfast. One who casts a stone straight up casts it on his own head. I think some of the new policies we are seeing are stones being thrown up. He who takes vengeance will find vengeance from Tatanzambi, and he will surely make his sins firm. Remember the covenant of the highest and overlook ignorance. Let me point out something before I go on reading here. By now you may have noticed I am mostly highlighting the first line of every chapter. That is because when I was studying these chapters, I noticed that the first lines, not always, but most times, introduced the rest of the chapter.
Yeah.
So if this one is talking about vengeance, the rest of this chapter is talking about how to relate with others and not take vengeance on them, how to deal with them.
Indeed.
So consider these parts I'm reading like topics or headlines. And then you can go read about the detail further on. So remember the covenant of the highest and overlook ignorance. In this awakening, we are very ignorant, and some people have knowledge that we don't have. So we have to treat each other with tolerance and understanding and overlook those who may be ignorant in one way or another. If you blow on a spark, it will burn. And if you spit upon it, it will be quenched. Both of these come out of your mouth. Lend to your neighbor in time of his need. Repay your neighbor on time.
Wow.
Allocate your treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it will profit you more than gold. The essentials of life are water, bread, and a garment, and a house for privacy. I like these one-liners. I don't have to expound on them. It's either you get it or you don't. He who loves his son will continue to lay stripes upon him, that he may have joy from him in the end. I'm just pausing here so that you can get a chance to see what's highlighted in red. Wakefulness that comes from riches consumes the flesh, and anxiety about it takes away sleep. Have they made you a ruler of a feast? Don't be lifted up. Be among them as one of them. Take care of them first, and then sit down. No evil will happen to him who fears the Most High, but in trials, once and again, he will deliver him. Okay, I'm going to read this one in red. A wise man will not hate the law. Vain and false hopes are for a man void of understanding. Vain and false hopes are for a man void or without understanding. Dreams give wings to fools. The rest of these are regarding that. Brother Tusamba, this one is just for you.
Wow.
He who has no experience knows few things, but he who has traveled increases cleverness. That was chapter 34, verse 10, I think. He who keeps the law multiplies offerings. He who heeds the commandments sacrifices a peace offering. The prayer of the humble pierces the clouds. Every friend will say, I also am his friend. But there is a friend which is only a friend in name. Honor a physician according to your need, with the honors due to him. For truly the Most High has created him. This chapter talks about healing and physicians and people in other jobs that help humanity. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Great travail is created for every man. You gotta work hard. That's what it means. A heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam from the day of their coming forth from their mother's womb until the day for their burial in the mother of all things, which is the earth. Nothing comes easy. We gotta work.
Always.
That's the way I summarize it. And this chapter is talking about all that. Ooh, this one's, I'll just pause for you to absorb some of this. Let me read just the first 18 and 19. The life of one who labors and is content will be made sweet. He who finds a treasure is better than both. Children and the building of a city establish a name. A blameless wife is better than both. You can read the rest for ourselves, but there's a lot of wisdom in there. This one's about death. O death, how bitter is the memory of you to a man who is at peace in his possessions. To the man who has nothing to distract him and has prosperity in all things, and who still has strength to enjoy food. Death doesn't like those kind of people. Don't be ashamed of these things, and don't sin to save face. The first thing you shouldn't be ashamed of is the law of the Most High and His covenant.
Yeah.
You can read on to see what the other things are. I couldn't help but think when I read this that we've been told for a long time, don't worry about the law. We are done with the law. Just need grace. They are ashamed of the law of the Most High if they're telling us that. The pride of the heavenly heights is the clear sky, the appearance of heaven in the spectacle of its glory. And the rest of this chapter talks about the sky, the stars, the lights, and the things up there. And with that, we come to the end of our teaching. Now we get into some discussion. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you find this content helpful.